SlyCoop88, also known as Steve, and welcome back to episode 2 of The Deadly Tower of Monsters. Wait, is that the Deadly Tower of Monsters? Hold on a second. Yep. Sorry about that. I had to check real quick just to make sure, because it's been a while since I've done eating breakfast, or a late breakfast. Okay. Oh, that is way too loud. I forgot that I had turned my TV. There we go. That should be good enough, right? You know what? There we go. That way you guys can hear. How about that? There we go. Sorry, trying to figure out my weapons. Okay, we need explosives. Yeah, in the last episode, we had crash landed as Dick Starspeed. We now have Scarlet. We are now playing as Scarlet. And we are going past the engine room. All while the director gives us a commentary about craft services and whatnot. And we are constantly getting our butts kicked. There we go. Most of you are probably laughing like, what was the point of that, Steve? But I love the commentary in this game, and I love this game itself, so I figured I would do a second episode because, once again, like I said, I love this game, and I think a lot of people will fall in love with it if they give it a shot. I mean, there's so many areas to this game, so I'm trying to...
Originally, we shot this scene with Scarlet using the landmines, but then I came to my senses, and we reshot with Dick. I mean, a woman using high explosives? This may be a science fiction, but we have to keep things at least somewhat believable. Hey, most days, the effects team really nailed it. Dinosaurs, saucers, hey, you name it. But these, deflating rock boulder cubes, not their best work. Just looks kind of odd, if you ask me, like giant whoopee cushions. Hey, they said that, well, to be fair, we ran out of budget several times, but still, I lost a lot of sleep over these rocks.
Once again, they're working on a sci-fi budget. Yeah, that's... Where... Uh-oh, where... Oh, they're coming from this way. Yeah, I decided to give this a second shot because I wanted to do something that wasn't necessarily pertaining to all my other gameplay walkthroughs. So I figured I would play this. Because it's not just fun, it's stupid. It's the kind of stupid that you gotta love. It's the kind of stupid that you just gotta look at and be like, why? Why is this?
These conveyor belts for Stacy's character, Jonathan was always trying to run across them to no avail. I probably should have told him that we slowed the belt down whenever Scarlet runs across, but I got a real kick out of watching him try. We first tried this one with regular logs. Well, that was disastrous. I'll tell you, never mess with physics. It was kind of, well, to be frank, it started out nice, but then, well, it was a death trap. Just plain and simple, it was a death trap. Poor kid holding the boom almost broke his leg. Guess he played basketball in college or something, because he leaped right at the last second. Whew, crisis averted. My props guy wanted to swap them with some spongy material for safety, but I had a better idea. Let's set the logs on fire, then the crew will be sure to be safe dealing with them.
I love the director's commentary, by the way. Because, yeah, like the first... Also, I love that half the enemies just fall off. That makes it so much better.
Say, you know what I was thinking? With all this jumping and climbing and jumping, wouldn't this make a great video game? Isn't that what all those video games are about? Jumping around?
Well, yeah, and killing. There's jumping too, but mostly the killing.
What? Patrick, that's awful. What sort of example are we setting for our youth?
Well, movies are pretty violent too. Your heroes have killed everything in sight. You had Dick shooting a dinosaur in the face in the first 5 minutes.
Well, Patrick, that's different, you know? What we did on film, that was art. Video games aren't art.
Oh, really? Video games are... I know that this guy's a fictional character, but I kind of want to punch it in the face. I'm not even joking. Like, I hate when people say that. Not even just for video games, guys, but just for comics as well. Like, people say, well, oh, comics aren't an art form. And I look at that, and I can't help but be offended by that. And I'll tell you why. You know, it's like, I can't help but be offended by that, because it's like, you know, who are you to devalue what somebody else is doing? I mean, that just makes you look like an ass. I mean, it does. Not enough resources. Crap. Oh well.
Funny story about the 2 caged apes in this scene. I'd completely forgotten about them when we wrapped up filming on the set. Then we spent the next day doing a location shoot. So, suffice it to say, Our return to the studio was met with a couple of grumbling tummies complaining about unsafe work conditions, human rights, yada, yada, yada.
Well, I wonder why there were quote-unquote grumbling tummies. Yeah, there's like a pirate ship and an entire globe and an island and all kinds of other stuff that's like scattered throughout this game.
Hey, Patrick, I was thinking we should take a little break and get a bite to eat. You like Chinese? I know a great takeout.
Well, we're not scheduled for a break for another few hours.
Nonsense. Hey, you have to try the shrimp. It's the absolute best. But, oh, hey, I feel like I should warn you. It gives me horrible gas. But that's okay. We're friends, right?
Really, sir. Studio time costs a fortune. Let's just stay on schedule.
Good thinking. We could grab a real dinner together and go out for a night on the town. Yeah. Two young bachelors on the prowl. Say, where do you youngsters go these days?
No words for the amount of stupid that this director has.
Some real action. Nothing like an adrenaline boost to get our hero to really start wailing on those monsters. We were unsure how to represent a surge of adrenaline at first, but I think we nailed it. Yep, definitely nailed it. You know, this movie may not have made the big splash in Hollywood or even made the budget back for that matter, but hey, in the end, I think it was still worth making just for those die-hard fans that really love it. I attended a lot of sci-fi and movie cons, and to this day, I still see fans showing up dressed as aliens and apes and dinosaurs. Does a man proud. Now, granted, their costumes aren't exactly 100% faithful to the film, and it seems that no one ever remembers them by the right name. But still, knowing that we still have fans like this promoting the film decades later, it puts a tear in this old director's eye. I get all emotional. Okay.
He's referring to Planet of the Apes, Jurassic Park, and Buck Rogers and whatnot.
Ah, Tony and his insistence on lens flare. I tell you, some days it felt like he was trying to be the director. Honestly, you could see dust on the lens, so I'd just go and wipe it off myself. He would get so upset about it, too. Like my fingers aren't clean enough to wipe the lens. Don't touch the lens. Whatever.
You can see fingerprints. Yeah, see, these are all like the trophies and whatnot. Yeah, so you get an upgrade for every time that you complete like a trophy and or mission in this game. Okay, so we're at the giant fan.
Danger. Human speed is not enough to pass through that fan. Chance of death 100%. Retrieve the time vortex device if you wish to go any further. Searching. Time vortex device detected. Device in dangerous area. Nuclear ants everywhere.
There's the pirate ship.
So, do we get any backstory on Dick? Why'd he travel to Gravoria in the first place? Did he do any research before landing there? Did he have a specific mission in that region of space?
Patrick, if you keep getting bogged down by the details, how will you ever learn to just sit back and appreciate the work of art for what it is? Ladies and gentlemen, no matter how sunny it is, don't store your papier-mâché props outdoors. They will get rained on. It's the law in this town, like Occam's razor or Stockholm Syndrome.
It's my co-pilot's body.
I forget what it's called.
I believe that I can repair him. Oh no! I am trapped!
Hey, there's the pirate ship again.
Master Dick.
And now we play as the robot.
Restored. Your threat detected. Must eliminate.
Fun fact, we actually had an actor inside the robot suit moving him around. I bet you thought it was an actual robot, huh? That's how good he was. No rest breaks or anything. Hardest working actor I've ever met. What a trooper. It was a shame we couldn't afford to pay him. And of course, since he wasn't on the payroll, I couldn't officially add him to the credits. But still, what a trooper. Wish I had a dozen actors like him.
Try and power through this.
Dangerous radiation detected.
No, we didn't use the same material for the toxic waste as we did the slimes. I mean, why fake something when you have the real deal available? We found a place where people were just dumping the stuff away for free. I was hoping the crew members handling it might get some cool superpowers from it, but no, nothing like that.
This guy's an idiot. Yeah, I've already played and beaten this game, guys, all the way to 100%, and it's one of those games, like, you'll hear me be probably the most quiet, because I want you to hear the amount of stupid that just oozes out of this director's mouth. It's like, the statements he makes, you just look at and you're like, what kind of drugs was he doing when he made this movie? I do love the flamethrower, though. Okay, let's get up here and save Dick. that just looks so funny. Like, the way it's carrying the dummy.
I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger.
Oh my god. They made a Pulp Fiction reference.
Oh, Robot, you're all right. And you saved the day.
You're threat eliminated.
Looks like the Emperor's days are numbered. At long last, we have assembled our team.
A lot of reviewers and fans, too, always wondered why we shot so few scenes with all three heroes in it together. I mean, we did our best to explain it. Something about the sleep chambers or staying back to protect the ape village. Really, it was just logistics. Jonathan had bowling league on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Stacy had her karate Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Honestly, we almost never had all of them on the set at the same time. Our robot actor was in some religion that only allowed him to work on Sundays. I'm still a little skeptical about that one, though.
Sir, it's just a guy in a suit. Couldn't you have gotten just about anyone to stand in as the robot?
Oh.
See? That's why you'd make a horrible director, Patrick. His touches were subtle, to say the least. But he really brought a lot of character to the robot.
For a second there, guys,
If
I
it was
thought
so
that
indispensable,
it
how
actually
come you
stopped
didn't
the
list the
stream.
actor
I'm
in the
like,
credits?
oh, come on.
Well, let's just say it was an oversight. But I've learned my lesson. I only made the mistake 6 more times throughout my career.
Yeah, that was actually spooky. I don't know if you guys could see that or not. I'm hoping you guys actually could. Yeah, I got spooked there for a moment. I'm like, wait a minute. Did they just stop the stream? It's like, please don't.
These rickety old things, the higher up they went, the more they sounded like they were going to fall apart. I'm amazed that no one ever got hurt, or worse, riding these things. Well, there was the actor we originally cast for Dick's role, but we don't talk about him.
We don't talk about him. Okay, so yeah. How are you guys doing? You guys enjoying
really
yourselves?
Start to get a sense of how high up our heroes have been climbing here. Reminds me of how the crew always used to comment on how high everyone was. Those jokers, they'd even say it when we were filming the grounded scene. And they all giggled like school children
wait a minute.
whenever they mentioned it, too.
I missed that time.
So I'd make sure to laugh
Wait,
even
wait,
harder
wait.
so they know I
missed
was
it
in
again.
on the joke. Whatever it was.
Boink. Boink. Is it wrong that I just feel very childlike watching this? Yeah, we're climbing up the tower, guys. Okay. Yeah, we're getting pretty high now.
I cannot fight this beast here. I must make for higher ground.
Yeah, I love how it's Scarlet, but we're playing as the robot. You see kind of the irony of that?
Bits and pieces around and created whole new scenes. We were efficient. I adopted that technique to my wardrobe too. If you mixed and matched efficiently, you could get by for years on only a handful of shirts and underwear. I can never get enough of these free-falling shots. Something so invigorating and freeing about them. Like sticking your head out of the sunroof while driving on the freeway. The fearless sea monster, always patrolling the shore, eagerly awaiting for his next meal.
Okay. Well, we just beat the giant gorilla.
I hear modern science fiction directors sometimes put the lens flare in on purpose. Why on earth? What's the next trend? Dead fly on the lens? Jeez. Watch. You won't believe me, but you just watch. It'll happen. Some big shot will do it for one scene, and the following year, everyone will be doing it.
I'm sure most of you love this guy's commentary on how conceited he is. He really thinks that he invented everything in sci-fi.
Dr. Peculiar!
Yes, Your Eminence?
Release the Mechamelion!
But Your Eminence, the Mechamelion isn't ready.
What is the meaning of this? I thought he was completed.
Genius is never completed, Your Eminence. I was just preparing to install a chainsaw on his tail.
Enough! Your tinkering costs me precious gold and time. You do not have that luxury, Dr. Peculiar.
Yes, Your Eminence. Releasing the Mechamelion at once.
Ah, Ludwig. Yeah, good old Ludwig. Recast an actual doctor to play Dr. Peculiar. Never again. He, rest in peace. The costumes, the script, the creature effects, you name it, he wouldn't stop criticizing everything. Well, in his defense, I think he did have some early signs of dementia or something. He was always getting lost on set, forgetting his lines, making up new ones. Yeah, it was cute. Midway through a scene, he'd just yell, "Her and my pills!" It was like a catchphrase. We almost left a few of them in.
There's a rotating tray of cupcakes.
I have to say that the incredible job the animators did with the King Gorilla can only be outdone by their work in the Mechamelion. I'll leave further comments for later in the film, but this was truly an epic creation.
Okay, so we're starting to get into the Red Palace. This is just one of those games where you look and you go, how? Like literally, you sit there and you're like, how, Steve? How can this get so much more ridiculous? Well, allow me to answer that question. Quite a lot. Quite a lot. Around here with the mace. Making sure that there's the pirate ship. This pirate ship's gonna be like making a cameo in almost every single part of this game. At one point, guys, we will get to that pirate ship.
Monster doesn't look scary enough already.
Not only are we gonna go to that pirate ship, but I'm gonna try to show you guys a couple of the secrets that are around here. I will. I'll get you guys. What the? Well, I'm getting beat up. Cool. Come at me, bro. So let's get over here. Okay, double check, make sure that we're good. And now let's progress forward. About like 10 feet.
Ah, the little mini saucers. Oh, these guys were just adorable.
Is that it? Are we good? Oh, we're good. Okay. We're making progress, guys.
I was a huge fan of the old classic movie, The Flea, from 1958.
The Flea!
So, I created this monster as sort of an homage, in respect to that film.
I believe the word...
I have the darndest time with that word, homage.
Yeah, I believe that that's the word you're looking for, is homage. Might not want to put you on jeopardy. The flea. He means the fly. He's referring to the fly.
Man, oh man, that whip. We probably should have invested in some training courses so the actors knew how to properly handle it, but instead we just let them flail it around wildly. You know that saying, it's all fun and games until someone loses an eye? That's true. And that's the story of why the Emperor wears that metal monocle. Greg was a real trooper about it, though. Didn't even seem fazed that he'd have to wear an eye patch for the rest of his life. I think he went on to do some pirate-themed promotions at his used car lot once we wrapped up production.
Oh, you want to fight? Look at that. Look at you. I am 10 tons of power and pain. Energy whip of the sinister side. Okay, let's go back to the flamethrower and let's replace that with the travel spear.
Where is my Nechameleon? Why has it not pulverized the intruders already?
Well, Donald, I was installing photon lasers into its eyes. I hadn't finished. So, the Mechameleon might be somewhat, well, blind.
My indomitable guardian is blind? I do not tolerate failure, Doctor.
Getting these two to do their scenes together was enough to make your head spin. They weren't, strictly speaking, actors. Well, not in your usual sense. Ludwig here, or Dr. Peculiar, actually was a doctor. I think I told you that before. Greg, our emperor, well, that's a whole different can of beans. Our casting guy found him on a used car lot. Greg talked him into buying just a horrible car. Thing never ran. Oh, then when he tried to get his money back, Greg just laughed maniacally, so doggone it, he offered Greg the role right on the spot. He said, Dan, this guy is perfect. We were running out of extras and clay sculptures, but we needed more monsters. Oh, please, more monsters. So we had this brilliant idea. If you stick a puppy inside an old... Oh, no, another fake scene.
Maybe we can splice all these together for an outtakes extra. Huh? I'd watch it.
I love outtakes too, so it's like I can't really hate. Okay, let's try that again, because that did not work out like the way we wanted it to.
We were running out of extras and clay sculptures, but we needed more monsters. Oh, please, more monsters. So we had this brilliant idea. If you stick a puppy inside an old vacuum cleaner, wham, instant monster. Throw in a string of Christmas lights and it's camera ready in 5 minutes. And that had to be some kind of world record or something. Fun fact, boys and girls, cinematographers don't like it when you use their dog without asking for... Little Buster here ruins so many shots barking all day long. You don't want me to grab your dog and cover him in Christmas lights? Well, don't bring him to work.
No, that's not the power I wanted.
my bad. Don't worry, I have the right clip now. I think.
Well, that went as magically wonderful as I thought. And we were making such great progress, too.
We were running out of extras and clay sculptures, but we needed more monsters. Oh, please, more monsters. So we had this brilliant idea. If you stick a puppy inside an old vacuum cleaner, wham, instant monster. Throw in a string of Christmas lights and it's camera ready in 5 minutes. And that had to be some kind of world record or something. Fun fact, boys and girls, cinematographers don't like it when you use their dog without asking permission first. But hey, to that I say, what goes around comes around. Little Buster here ruins so many shots barking all day long. You don't want me to grab your dog and cover him in Christmas lights? Well, don't bring him to work.
There we go. And there we go.
We're about at the altitude where Dick's rocket ship had crash landed at the start of the film. When I think back about all the work we did, building this darn tower and making models and costumes and sets and props, and then trying to keep it all straight during filming and not getting anything all mixed up. It's exhausting. Just thinking back on it is exhausting. I wish I could tell my younger self to just direct romantic comedies. It's the only way you'll get a good night's sleep.
Social commentary on the film industry, if you will. Come on. There we go. Yeah, we did have a viewer a while ago, but they apparently left. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We're getting closer.
Contraption things. We actually used Ferris wheel parts from an old amusement park. I think it was called Disneyland.
Disneyland? Isn't that kind of close to...
Yeah, and the courts agreed with you. They shut them down before they opened the gates.
Well, it's their own fault, I guess.
Well, naturally, my production team swooped right in and bought up everything they could get their hands on. So I guess there was a silver lining to their legal battles. One man's lemon is another man's lemonade. Or however that saying goes.
Yeah, we did have a viewer a while ago. We're getting there, guys. We're moving on up like the Jeffersons. That actually sounded more terrible than I intended it to.
Fun fact, the statue of the Emperor is actually as big as it looks on screen. Yeah, we were going to use a small model and green screen it, but then Greg offered to fund building a life-size version. He was planning on setting it up front and center of his used car lot. Apparently, he ran into some issues with zoning laws. Yeah, I told him he should just play dumb and put the thing up anyway, but he wouldn't listen. I guess that's why he's still running that same lot. Whereas I've been barred from filming in 12 different states.
Okay, we're getting there, guys. Hey, there's the giant moon.
If I told you how much gold paint we used on these darn sets, you wouldn't believe me. We were originally trying to decorate this whole set in precious stones. I wanted that sparkling effect, but then my props guy shook his head. I've learned that when he shakes his head, it's best to go with Plan B. Unfortunately, Plan B meant a cement mixer filled with gold paint. It was so much hard work, even I had to finally roll up my sleeves, dive in, and call some interns from the community college. Man, there's nothing college kids won't do for free pizza.
And on that note, guys, I think I'm going to stop right here. So this has been episode 2 of The Deadly Tower of Monsters. I hope you guys enjoyed this hour-long episode, or near hour-long episode. I certainly enjoyed it, and I will see you guys.
To push a new style of filmmaking. Have the hero do absolutely nothing from time to time.
Are you done? Can I actually do my outro now? Anyway, so I will see you guys in the next one. So take care and, let's roll on out of here.
These nice still shots are great, aren't they? Just hold still, leave the camera way back like that, admire the music and the set pieces.